Okay, so we're actually back. We're actually a little bit delayed, but if I have to sit here talking to myself in live chat, I will talk to myself. Sorry about earlier, guys. New camera, technical issues, but back on and we're up and running. So try and keep this live to an hour and a half, because we have got Belinda on afterwards, so I don't want to go over her time. Hi Maya, thank you very much for all your patience then. Thank you for joining. I'm so excited and so happy that I finally managed to get on. So thank you so much to the amazing Dev um, for helping me get up and running. Dev, you're a legend. Thank you so much. So I'm just over the moon that we managed to get back on live. So how are you doing, Maya? Are you all right? Sorry about earlier. And I must say, I'm loving the new wide angle. It looks much better. I just need to adjust the angle of this camera a little bit. Oh, you're going? Oh, well, thank you for dropping in. It's nice that you dropped in. So thank you very much. And I apologize for earlier. Oh, awesome. Can you hear me all right? Can you hear me okay? Hi, Jane. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, guys, for dropping back in. So, yes, we finally made it. So we are here. So we are going to be doing this beautiful image that was done by the lovely Derya, who is the woman behind Colour and Chics. And we're doing Ladybirds. If you don't have this image and you do want to try it, it is for a limited time discounted to half price on her Etsy store. And the link for that, it should be in the description. If not, I'll get it for you in just a second. So it is on her Etsy store, Colour and Chics. Colour spelled the American way, so COLON and then CHICS. Hi Robin, thanks for dropping in. So I've managed to get on stream. Finally made it. We got there in the end. So thank you so much for your patience there. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I was just saying thank you to the lovely Dev for helping us get set up. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to get on live. So we managed to get the camera to set up on live. And I think it looks absolutely fantastic in the end. So all the stress and the tantrum, the tears was all worth it. It looks much better in this wide lens. so yeah, I think it looks much better. We've got two options today, guys. We've got the white version here, or we have the brown version. So I've printed two different types of paper. So we've got some white paper, or we've got brown paper, and I'm going to be using some pastels. So what would you like to see me use? Do you want me to see this brown colour paper coloured, or the white paper? The tan. You want to do the tan? Okay. So before I get on with the colouring, I have got a few little thank yous to say. Main one obviously being Dev for saving this stream today and saving my little life today. Getting me sorted and set up. Thank you so much, Dev. Another thing as well, I just want to say thank you to Karen, a company called Karen. Hi, Matisha. Karen produced some brush marker pros, and they were absolutely kind enough to send me some goodies. I'm not sure why this is mirrored. I'm going to try and sort it out another time. I'll ask Dev how to suss that out. I don't know why it's mirroring everything. Perhaps if I get my little controls up, that might help. Is the writing back to front for you guys? Hi, Dev. Hi, babes. Just saying thank you so much for saving me life. I really appreciate it, mate. Thank you. All right, it just must be on my end. So maybe I'm just gonna faff 2 seconds. Just taking you on a little journey here, guys. No, not made a difference. So I'm going to show you what's in the tin, guys. So Karen markers were lovely to send me these. These are their brush markers, and they have got water-based paint in them, I believe. And this is a metallic range. So you've got a set of 10 here metallics. You've got silver, gold. You've got like a copper, red, a bronze, light green, metallic green, metallic pink, metallic blue, metallic purple, and you've got a metallic black. So I'll just show you. I'll get a nice color up for you guys. So you normally give them a good shake. It's got a good little point on there. The brush nibs do stay quite firm. They don't split, so they are great. And the ink comes out here. You can also dissolve them a little bit with water as well. Absolutely fantastic. So great for crafting, calligraphy, adding finishing touches to your colorings, or for like your little metallic projects on your colorings as well. So they sent me those, and I'm going to be doing some testings of those in another video. So that was the metallics, and these range for about £35 on Amazon. Hi, Nana. Hi, Loretta. And then they also were very, very kind enough to send me the 27 set. So it comes in this little flap box, and then they are stacked up like this. And Claire actually showed these on her channel a while back, and I was really curious about them because I've not found a brush marker yet for me, but I have swatched these, and they do actually look quite nice. So again, these are just water-based ink. Come with a nice point. You can add water to them to water them down a bit. They work okay that way, or you have got a blender which you can use to blend them. But I found the best way to work them is let's say you've got two colours here. Okay, so if you want to create a natural blend, let me just get some scrap paper. Scrap paper. So yeah, if you want to just do like a natural blend, what you would do is you'd bring the lightest color down, and then you would bring the darker color on top, and you let the darker color touch the tip of the light color. And you can do it for up to 30 seconds. Put the lid back on that one. Just going to grab an envelope here, and then it'll go from blue to green, and then it'll go back to yellow. So if you want to create like a natural gradient, you can do that. So that's a nice little trick. And I have used this for dark color as well. So after I left it for a little while, the dark color did disappear as well, so it doesn't stay in the nib. So they're quite nice, and I'll show you in another stream later on another time. So thank you very much, Karen Mark, Brush Markers, for sending me those. Another thing as well. Let's have a look. Sammy from Sammy's Colouring Cottage. You might know her from YouTube and also Instagram. I just want to say a big thank you for Sammy. She's been very nice and supportive. She sent me a couple of goodies to show you guys. So as you know, I've been collecting the Polycolour pencils, and I'm absolutely loving them at the moment. She actually kind of got me the portrait set, which have some fab colours in here. We've got a nice range, and I find these are very similar laid down to Pablo's, and I would say they're in between a Pablo and a Polychromos, and I do like them, and they're actually a lot less expensive than the Pablo's and the Polychromos, so they're quite inexpensive for being an artist grade pencil, and they're also light fast as well, and there's some great colours in here. So I've just got to get the landscape now and the browns, and then I've got the full collection of the polycolours. So that would be cool. And she's also very kind enough to give me Ladies of Nature colouring book by Alina. So she hasn't put her full name on the front. So Alina. Hi, Katie. I don't know why she's not done that. Alina hasn't put her name on there. There we go. Yeah, Alina Lazareva. So this is the Ladies of Nature, and this has got the colour illustrations inside as well. So at the beginning, you get some colour versions. Now, I do apologise, guys, if this seems to be mirroring. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm just grateful to be on stream now. But I'll ask Dev in a bit to see if there's anything I can do to change that. Yes, Susie. Susie sent me Susie from Susie's Cottage Corner, Colouring Cottage Corner. She sent me this book and the portraits. So yeah, so got some lovely colour illustrations at the beginning. And then you go on to the uncoloured, but they do have a colour border around them that each relates to the animal of each lady. So there's some absolutely fantastic images in here. Just doing a quick flip through. The paper is not your typical CreateSpace paper. It feels more like, it's a little bit thicker, but it feels very, very smooth. A bit like magazine paper. Well, if Susie's here, then thank you. I was just saying thank you for the lovely presents that you sent me for the portrait potty colours and this lovely book that you sent me as well. I really appreciate it. So your kindness does not go unnoticed at all. This is up from the cover. Hi, Abby. Now, I quite like this one from the colour version as well. So I'll probably colour this one. There's another underwater one. I really love this one, this full figure of this lady going into this octopus. So yeah, it's a very interesting book. I've seen a few of these colours and posted on Facebook lately. This one's quite cool with the leopard. She's got another image on Etsy that she's got of a lady sitting down on a throne with a leopard, and that looks absolutely amazing. So I might have to get that. Alina does draw digitally, and she does offer line art versions and grayscale versions. And then this just showing you some other books that are available from Alina. The 100 Best Grayscale books. You got 100 images of grayscale. I do have this book. I've also got the Halloween. I do have. What else do I have? I think I have a mermaid's book as well. And I think that's it. Oh, I have of hers. So yeah, great book. Thank you very much. There's a coloured image on the back there. So that's everything from Susie. So thanks so much, Susie. I've got some other gifts as well given from somebody who likes to remain anonymous. I was gifted this lovely little pencil sharpener, this little alien man, and it's absolutely so cute. It is electronic, so it takes batteries. And if I just put a Prismacolor in here, you can't sharpen polys in this. Polys are too thick and luminance are too thick. So anything like a Prisma or a polycolor, which is Color Noir, then they're absolutely fine. But anything like a polychromos or luminance are too thick. But a little bit noisy, but lights up. There we go. So there we go. Nice sharp point. So yeah, pretty funky, and just cheers me up as well having it on my desk. I absolutely love this little next gift. It's from Nemesis Now, so a lot of you might know Nemesis Now, who do books with they do books with Anne Stokes, Lisa Parker. They've done some with Stina Fennick in the past. They do some Jasmine Better Griffith figurines and things like that. And I was gifted this lovely little dragon, absolutely stunning. Just a little pencil carry, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's quite heavy, and he's just absolutely sublime. I just think he's so cute. So it just holds my little knickknacks in here, like my essential pencils that I use, just next to, so they're easy to grab on the desk. So, Dev. That is from Nemesis now. It is on. They do have a wide range collection on Amazon. They do books. They do ornaments. They do art books. They do jewelry, I believe, mugs. They do all sorts, absolutely all sorts. So if you're into dragons, unicorns, skulls, anything gothic, fairies, anything like that, Nemesis now have it covered. Great for gifts as well. So thank you very much for that to the anonymous sender. The only other thing that I did get, just trying to think, that I've got through just now is something from Tiana Loft. Tiana Loft is an artist that I often collaborate with. She is an artist that I represent as well. I do look after her colouring group alongside Isabel and Eva, and she just sent me a little present for all the work that I do, and it's too big to show you guys, so I'll probably put in a photo and I'll post it on Facebook. But what it is, it's a big, looks like a big tray, a wooden tray, and it folds up, the legs fold up, and you can extend them, and then one side of it lifts up like an easel and the other side stays flat, and there's a little indent for where you can put your mug, and then there's a little drawer on the side as well, so you can put your little knickknacks, your pencils and things in there as well. So it's just something that I can have on my lap to colour whilst I'm sitting either at a table or if I'm sitting watching TV. So it's a great little portable desk. So thanks so much, Tiana, for that. The next thing that I was sent by Stabilo. So Stabilo, I wanted to collaborate with myself. They sent me the Carbothello 24 set, and they sent me the Aquacolor. I've already got the Aquacolor 24 myself, so what I'm going to do when I actually do this feature, I'm going to do a video. After I finish the feature of that, I'm going to be giving away the Aquacolor 24 set. It's still in the cellophane, so it's not been opened, but I actually already have 24 set, and I will say they absolutely are fantastic watercolor pencils. So me giving them away does not mean I don't like them or the rubbish quality and like that. The reason why I'm giving them away is because I've already got them. So I just thought I'd do a little fun giveaway. There's no point me holding on to something that I already have. So, but we have the pastel pencils as well, which I will be testing out now. So thank you very much for that, Stabilo. And I think that is everything, guys. If I've missed anything, I'll just show it on the next video. So we're going to be using some pastels, and we voted for the tan paper. Hi, Sung. So yeah, we've got the tan paper here. So yeah, I'm going to have to use the green background, otherwise it's going to blend in with the other background. So what I'm going to be using these, which were gifted to me by a follower. So I'm going to be using them in this stream. And Delia actually uses these herself, and they are the Extra Soft Pastels by Koinamo. And this is the 48 set. And it comes well packaged, well presented. Which book, Dev? The one that you sent me? I showed that on my last stream, which was last Thursday, and I showed it on that one, and I said a big thank you. So I showed it on there. I showed it along with the Grazia Sabilo book as well. Oh, the book for this image. There isn't a book, Dev. The image itself, I'll show you the white version so you can see it better. The image itself is by Colour and Chics. If you can see the writing there. Colour and Chics. And she has a lot of images on Etsy. The image is half price until the 21st of April. So if you want to grab it, you can and join the colour along. I'll just quickly put in the link. If you just bear with me. Right, guys, here's the link for the image. So there's a link, guys, for the Etsy store for Colour and Chics, and the image is reduced to half price until the 21st of April. So that's the purpose of the event in our group. But if you're not in the group, by all means, you can still take part and colour along. Post it on Instagram, post it, just put a little tag in there of colour canvas, and I should be able to see those. So guys, let's get started, yeah? So these are the extra soft pastels. Got a huge selection here of colours. Daya uses these herself. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm just going to grab some skin tones. Okay, so that's more of a yellow shade. So I'm going to start off with the darker of these. This is the first time I'm actually using these guys, so it's a new experience for myself. But I know Daya uses these, and she used them on one of her YouTube videos, and they just looked absolutely amazing. So it's probably going to take me some practice to get used to them. But once I do, they should look. They do feel lovely, lovely lay down. But obviously, being on the stick, I'm just getting used to the angle of them. And you can erase them as well, so they do erase. Thanks, Dave, for dropping in. Thank you very much for helping out before. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, mate. And I'll catch you later. Thank you very much. With obviously pastels, you're not going to be very precise. It's going to be more about the blending. So I'm just going to give it a quick test to see what it's like. If all else fails and it's not something I want to use right now, then I've got a spare bit of paper here with the image on, so I can always use that. See if I've got a blending tool, guys. I have got a brush. This looks like a bit of an angled brush, like a makeup brush. So much better the brush actually, guys. Much better. Obviously pastels are going to be a little bit messy, so just laying down the colour, you can always neaten it up after as well. So you can go back in, you can erase parts, and then you can neaten up at the end. So it's also about layering as well with pastels. You've got to layer and layer to get the desired effect that you require. Hey, me. Thanks for dropping in. So, but this little angle brush here, it's got like a blunt angle to it. It looks a bit like a makeup brush that you would use for blusher, and so it's actually proven to be quite useful for this. Let's see. Just see if I got my precision eraser here. No, that's fine. That's just using my electrical. Oh, I do actually have in this collection. Yvonne sent me this collection. It has got a little putty eraser in here. We could use that. What we're talking about, guys. Got a little putty eraser here. It's rather sticky, but it's picking up the pastel very well. And then you can also use them with your pastel pencils as well. So let's just get the Cobia Fellow out. And we'll use this alongside these. So just get a range of colours out here, guys. So just gonna use these. This is what I've got, which I can probably use in skin tones, just for detailing. And then, where's my little blender gone? Just got that brush again. Oh, thanks, Becky. Thank you. I'm just keeping looking up and then down just to make sure I don't miss anything. So with the pastel pencils, you will get initial harsh line, but don't freak out because you just blend them out with a brush, or a cotton board, and it just softens the look up. So don't worry too much about it. But I find that if you want to add highlights in, then it's probably best using it rather than using a pastel stick itself. Use a pastel pencil is much better. And you can either blend it in or you can just leave it as a line. Same for, if you want to add a bit of a hollow in the cheeks. And then just underneath as well, get them shades in. Also, as well as a brush, I have these little silicone brushes. And they don't pick up any of the dust, so if you want to just blend it in without lifting any of the colour up, then something like this would be ideal because it's not going to pick up any of the pigment and hold on to it. Thanks, Kenny. It's a bit messy to start with and it's a bit all over the place, but pastels, you just have to go with it and then you can just tidy up later. So it's not a precise tool, guys, so you do have to just be a bit loose with it and just let it be as it is on paper, because it's not a precise tool like pencils, or markers. It's a bit like watercolor in the respect that you can't really control it very well. You've just got to work with it as it is, how it appears on the paper, and then just work around it. And then use this red, bit of colour in the cheeks here. Now it is going to be a bit harsh, but when you blend it out, it should be lovely. I'm going to take this cream. And then underneath the eyes. I'm going to soften it up, so I'll use a brush. And if you just want to clean the brush, you just got to tap it. And then if you want to add a bit more intensity on top, just go over it again. Don't be so hard on yourself, Loretta. It's you know, we all have good art days and bad art days, and good days and bad days in general. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. And if you're feeling frustrated, then leave it for a couple of days and then come back to it. Give yourself some rest, and then maybe have a look at some skin tutorials or some portrait paintings or colorings and on YouTube, and get yourself inspired, and then then come back with fresh eyes and a clean slate and try again, and you'll probably feel much better. I still find times where I'm like that as well, so it's not just you. Don't worry about it. We all have what they call artist block. um, but yeah, I'm finding that the putty eraser, I'm gonna have to mold it into a shape because it's still too sticky to hold, and it feels very awkward. So yeah, it's a bit like blue tack, really, isn't it? The putty eraser, it just picks it all up. And now the paper that I'm using is just typical craft tan paper. It's pretty much what you'd get like parcel paper. You get it on a scroll. It's what Didi uses on her scrolling as well, her scrolling images. But it's just been flattened out. And the matte side is actually great for pastels. And it's actually very inexpensive. So it's a cheaper pastel mat, in my opinion. We're talking about puppies now. So I've got a kitty cat, black cat called Shadow, and he's not staying with us at the moment at the house. We are refurbing at the moment, so he's staying with my mother. But I went over to see him today, and He just craved attention the whole time that I was there. So he is clearly missing me. And David. Bless him. So what do you think of the new setup, guys? Do you think it looks a lot better than what it was before when we were streaming? Does the visuals seem much better, in your opinion? Does it look better quality? Awesome, Jane. Thank you. It was just absolutely nightmare just to try and get it all set up and sorted. So big, without Dev, I don't know. I wouldn't have been able to stream tonight. This isn't it? It's nice having a full screen. And do you want to see a magic trick? Do you want to see a magic trick? Nana wants to see a magic trick. Where is it? Where's my magic trick? Just a second, guys. Ta-da! Can zoom in and I can move left and right. How awesome is that, guys? The little things in life. So we can we can zoom in and out now, guys. We can move left and right, up and down with a little remote. It's quite cool. Do that on mobiles. So yeah, the little things amuse me, especially our little friend. I think we're gonna have to give him a little name, aren't we? For those who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I've got a little alien friend here. It was kindly gifted by one of the followers, and it's a electric pencil sharpener, and it just makes me giggle each time I use it. So yeah. So what should we name a little robot friend? Autofocus. How to do that? Me, I've got no idea what the autofocus function is. Is that better? There's a battery in it, yeah, and you can actually connect it to a USB as well. The shavings go in the back of the head. So yeah. Hey Bob. Bob? Rob or Robbie? Robbie the robot? Hey babes. Hi Dev. You've just missed Robbie. I think we're naming him Robbie. You just Robbie. So we've adopted this little, and we're calling him Robbie the robot. So it just makes me giggle each time. Susie, hey, hon. I was just showing everyone the gifts that you got me before, and hon for those lovely presents. I absolutely love them. They are fantastic. I've got the portrait set that you sent me of the coin wars, and I did a flip through of the Ladies in Nature coloring book as well that you sent me, and it's a lovely book. So thank you very much. I do appreciate those. So thank you very much, hon. Sung, yeah, it is a sharpener. It's an electric sharpener. Off Amazon. It was about £10. So, but it makes me giggle. Right, so I'm gonna have to lighten some of these areas up because I think they're a gosh. Crunchy tuna wrap. Okay. Midnight snack. Now, with the Stabilo carb offlio, how you pronounce them, they do a 36 set and they do a 60 set as well. Personally, if I was obviously I sent the small set for review purposes. If I was to get the set myself, I would probably get the large set because in there great range of browns in there and some skin tones as well, which obviously I do a lot of skin tones and a lot of portraits, so it'd probably be more ideal. So, oh well, I made chicken burgers before. I had chicken burgers, like proper chicken burgers, not like bush stuff, where it's like proper chicken. It was really nice. Bit salad, bit chips, fries if you're American, and some coleslaw. And that was nice. Had penny on and everything. See, these laid are really nice. They not really chalky. They're quite creamy for a pastel, but not oil. It's just quite strange to explain. But because they're quite thick, you haven't really got a precision on them. Only thing I can recommend light layer and just do little bits at a time and then blend it out. That's my impression on these anyway. But they are lovely, actually. The feel very nice. A little brush. Yeah, it's got I've got a Derwent hand crank sharpener, and on the inside of the sharpener, easier to show you on this one. This is the blade, and it's a type of blade that you'll never ever have to change, and it's got that inside the robot. So if I want a really fine point, and a really nice point, I would use the Derwent hand crank, because it creates an absolutely sharp, really sharp point. But if I'm being lazy, then I'll just use the robot. So just going to use the pencil for the finer details. Eyes. What do we do for eyes? I'm thinking green. Bye, Jane. See you soon, hon. Thank you for joining. Has anybody here got the Derwent electric eraser? Because if you have, I've got a question. It's quite powerful, and obviously it does its job. But I find as you get quite a bit. I have barely used this. You get quite a bit of eraser, and it's got this little metal prong here. You put your eraser in, and it's supposed to hold. But I always find when you get halfway, it starts to spit out the eraser, so you can't really erase anymore. So you end up wasting half of it. I don't know whether that's just mine or if anyone else has the same issue. Do you find, Susie, that when you're using it, when you get, say, halfway through the rubber, do you find that when you're using it, it either drops in or it spits out the eraser and you can't use as much of it. So you end up wasting half of it. You have to change it. So I'm fine with mine. So I'm tempted to get a different type. I know you can get like a finer, which is I don't know. I don't think it's by a certain brand. But it's on my Amazon wish list. If you want to have a look on my wish list and you're quite curious to what it is, look. And that one on my wish list is supposed to be quite good. It's a finer eraser as well, so it's more precise. I noticed it on the channel, so I just thought I would have a little peek of what it is that she was using, and it was that one. Yeah, mine always falls out. I don't know whether it was just like the metal bit on mine was just didn't have much of a grip, or if it was the same for everyone else. So I'm just dragging the pigment down so I can get more colour in the cheeks. And this is something you have to build and you have to be patient with until you get where you want to be with your colours. Obviously, I'm not overly expert in pastels, but I just thought I'd give something a little different a try, because I think that's the main purpose of the channel, is to try different things with you guys, to demonstrate different things. Learning process. If things don't go well, then you learn from them. And it's just you have, haven't you? You've got to try different things. Try before you buy. Cheeky chappy that he is. So that's on tan paper. It's not that great on tan paper. So let's try it on white paper, guys, and see the difference, yeah? So here's the white version. You just get the sneaky suspicion it's going to look much better on white paper. It's okay on tan paper. It's just it doesn't really show up much of the skin tone, the depth of what that I've probably built up on there. Than it would be. I just want to show you guys the difference, really. So a learning process. No. Okay, so tan paper is I think they're absolutely great for some pencils sometimes. I'll get my little file out. So yeah. Oh, Susie, I've been using the polycolors is where I've been working on at the moment. I'm just going to zoom out. Be working on the Neeks image at the moment, and that's with polycolors. So now I aim to get this finished very soon. Polycolors lay down lovely, so lovely skin colors on there as well. So really enjoying them. So thank you very much. I do, Susie. They're very lovely. I think they're a very nice pencil. This is like tan card that I've used. I haven't finished this one, but you can get some nice effects on pencil on tan paper, and it brings like a good 3-dimension into the image. So I think this is that's just Prismacolor, so it just makes it pop. So yeah, you can use different things. You can use coloured paper if you wanted to. Just to really mix everything. Right, let's begin. And in here, there's loads of images that I'm currently working on, either finished, or images that I'm planning to work on, like the Moulin Rouge, Jasmine Better Griffith, Mika. So all different ones, and I just keep them all in this big book here. For the new Nick book, it's probably something he's been working on for a long time. Now then, it's probably going to be a while off. Yeah, it's probably going to be towards Christmas that he aims to get that out for. But I think people don't really care what he calls it because people just like his art anyway. It could have probably the worst title ever by it because of the art. Right, so let's see how these lie down on white. Obviously, they show up much more instantly. But I think the way around this is that you just do lines and strokes rather than trying to colour it in. And then just get a brush or a cotton bud or a Q-tip. Oh, hi Helen, thanks for dropping in. Helen's currently working on her third book at the moment, guys. The special effects, is it color effects or special effects? Number 3. See, I think this skin tone looks much nicer, I would say, on paper. If you're going to use pastels because they're so soft, and you're going to use tan paper, then maybe a darker skin tone. To share. I don't really have any gel pens anymore. Um, I should really have some, but I don't really have them. Oh, you gotta be careful with masking fluid. Oh, there if you Helen's effect books. They are a must-have. They are absolutely amazing. So many good practices in there and tips and tutorials in there that you just can't get on YouTube. Ah, okay. Are you talking about the new one? I was thinking actually, Dad, I was going to say that like, you take the person who get things. I thought it would have been quite odd if you didn't have them. Yes, the new one. Because I know she's got a bit done, but she's still working on it. Hopefully, I would hope to think it's out by August, but we'll see. Um, that's no problem, Abby. Oh, thanks, Abby. I'll see you later. Thanks for joining, hon. So, Hey, Belinda. Eventually got the calendar. Thanks to Dev. There's Pickle here. I haven't seen her. Why does it keep going up and down? All right, the Hannah Lynn one. Oh, yes. I'll have to try and get that to come off. Oh, the annual. Not annual. The annual cat thing. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have coloured that myself. I didn't get that one. Purring Heaven lined and the Euroline. Right, Dev, I'll do that in just give us a sec, Dev. I'll have a look into that. So I think it looks much nicer on the white. So do the comparison. The white looks much nicer. What program am I using? Just YouTube and Logitech. I'm on the Logitech settings and image standard widescreen anti-flicker. Anti-flicker is NTSC 60HZ and then PEL 50HZ. Don't know what the difference is. I'll have a look at the color intensity. Brightness. Right, this bottom bar, taskbar settings. There we go. That's better, guys. And you got your contrast. Not gonna play with that. And then you've got your auto white balance. So that's all I have, and I can zoom in and out, left and right. I don't have a small box on this sense. Maybe I'll try. Yeah, I can't find that at the moment, guys, and I don't want to take up too much time looking for it. So I'll have a look for it tomorrow. On the Zoom. Are we talking about the little controller box, which is just plain grey, or is it the one where you see the image, the video as well? Because there's two settings. No. No, I can't see it at the moment, guys, and I don't want to spend the entire video looking for it. So I'll drop one of you a message after, and I'll have a look for it. So for the next video, we can have it sorted. I've zoomed out a bit, guys, so you can see more. I do have an iMac, but it's currently in storage at the moment until we can get that spare room sorted out in my studio. At the moment, but iMac is great for streaming and anything creative editing, things like that. So yeah, I would recommend looking to branch out in the creative industry, whether it's a serious hobby or profession. So yeah, guys, if you don't have this image, I would recommend that you do go over to Etsy and grab what you can, because it is half price um, until the 21st. I'm here, guys. So, Mitch, it's half price until the 21st of April. So, Day has been kind enough to put that in a discount for us. Another one on there as well is a Scorpion Lady image, which is half price as well, which is for her own event on her own colouring group. The image as well. So that's been reduced half price. So there's two on there that are reduced. I think they're about £1.50, £1.56. Let and if you don't follow Daya draws colouring Chics, I would recommend because she's a great artist, but she's absolutely lovely person, and she tries to comment on everyone's colorings. Um, she's to speak to. She's absolutely so down to earth. So, as I say, with pastels, it is about building it up until you get where you want to be. So it's not a quick process, but the obviously you've got that softness, easy blend as well, very easy. I think the reason why there's no PayPal option on Andrea's it's Etsy because she lives in Turkey, and I think of laws in regards to PayPal. So not 100% sure what the actual full ins and out of it is, but I remember her briefly mentioning it. There's a program on there which you can use, which is very similar to PayPal if you want to use that. I've used PayPal, used my card details on Etsy before, and either way, I've never had any problems. Obviously, touch wood, but I've never had any. So, guys, just going to do some eye color. I don't think it really makes a difference when it comes to the images where you pay PayPal. Well, for me anyway, in my opinion, when you pay PayPal or you pay on your card, I've never had any issues. Obviously, if you're going to be paying for an actual physical good that's going to be sent to you in the post, then I'll probably, I'd rather pay on PayPal because then I know if anything goes wrong, then PayPal have like a security where, they can obviously get involved. But if it's a download, then you're going to get it instantly, so there's no issue there. Oh, who can forget about Brexit? I'm sick of hearing it. Right, so I think I'm going to mostly in we find a lot of things are expensive when it comes to art materials. There's not a lot of there's a not I don't think there's as much as um, in our market than there is overseas. And to our stuff that we want to get, which the rest of the world uses, we have to get them on places like Amazon or online. There's not really a large range of retailers that we can go to. Like in America, you've got your Dick Flicks and you've got your Michaels. You've got your Barnes and Noble, Hobby Lobby. And we only really have Hobbycraft, which is mostly for craft stuff than it is art stuff. Hey, Linda. Yeah. The thing is, though, like I find with Derwent is that they've been given a good reputation name, like for their history, but in all realist, in my opinion, um, there's only a few products of theirs that I would say I would actually I'm actually really happy with. Like the ink tents, I think they're absolutely fantastic. The draw pencils are quite good. Um, Obviously, the sketching pencil, their accessories like the sharpeners and stuff like that, they're absolutely fine. But as for colouring pencils themselves, just normal pencils, then I haven't really them. That's quite there yet to what I would like in a pencil. I've heard mixed reviews about Colour Soft. I've heard they're not as soft as they're named. Um, I tried the watercolor Derwents, and I have a 24 set of those. They're okay. They're just not really something I would run to use. But that's obviously just me. I'm just something I enjoy, and I'm just taking a miss on it. Um, if I was to choose, I'd probably want to use the Inkten watercolor pencils, um, because the higher pigmentation really. But everyone's different though. Everyone likes different things. Tried the light fast yet. Um, I'll probably have to get a copy what they're like. I know you can get them on singles with MS Store, the color pencil shop online. So I might get a couple of pencils off Emma and try them out from her store. And this a bit. Get a pastel pencil. So generally, I would say the blocks are like the sticks are greenish or color down, and then use the pencils on top for the detail, and they work a little bit together actually. These Stabilo pencils are actually really nice. I actually quite like them. They're like the traditional ones, Patricia, aren't they? I have a tin of the studio ones, and I've never used them. I would say they're more like they're more for drawing, aren't they? They're quite a hard leather. They're more for drawing and like layering. I quite like that. Just add a bit of shine. And then another darker colour. Oh, thanks, Kenny. What have you not heard of there, Belinda? We're going to use this browny, reddish brown, just for these creases and the darkest bits. So on Thursday, guys, starting the Monya Gates image, which is our Game of Thrones spin-off, that break Game of Thrones final season, and with her fire goddess image from the goddess colouring book, it's a discounted image, but the challenge is you need to choose between a team fire or team ice, and it's just a little bit of fun, celebrate, and also for Game of Thrones fans out there, even if you're not a Game of Thrones fan, but you like dragons and things like that, it's a lovely image to participate in as well. It's one annoying divorce, I'll say that much. Okay, so that's her dress done. Her hair. Right, okay, so okay, no problem, Belinda. No problem, song. I will do. I'll put it on Instagram once it's done. Thanks for joining me. Is Dev still here or is he gone? So I'm just going to do like a blue-black hair since we're obviously you're going with Ladybird colour. Just got your message, Belinda. I'll have a look in a second. Oh, I don't know, guys. Been on for about 2 hours now, guys. Is anybody else streaming tonight? Nah, it's normally about 2 hours for me. I'm normally about 2 hours. I've had one before, so it's not too long. But if you want to go and have a nap, hun. Oh, thanks, Maya. Oh, good night, Susie. Thank you very much for the gifts, and thank you for dropping in. Just a sec, guys. I just need to see what I'm doing with regards to lashes. Hi, Becky. So I've just went over with the eyelashes, and obviously, bear in mind, guys, this is going over a pastel. So you think like ink would, but this little touch, and it's the Pentel Touch. Pentel Touch pens. They are absolutely fantastic. Lovely little brush end as well. You can go a thick and thin. So Pentel Touch pens, they're absolutely fantastic. You can get them in black or grey. That's true, Becky. No, I think I need to do a little bit more with our eyes in a sec because I don't think they're standing out as much as I'd like them to. Thanks, Kenny. What, this thing? Kenny, you talk about this? We sure are. Get the blue. Oh, that. Yeah, it's not. It does its job, but the erasers don't like to stay in. Oh, what you doing, Belinda? Oh, she's having a mad hour. That was my shadow before. Demanding attention, so he went crazy. A flash? I didn't see a flash. Becky, I think you've got a ghost. It's just probably a little ghost friend. You want us to show Shadow? What, when he's running around or when he's on his back? Still, guys, it can be messy with your fingers. Oh, Kenny's just talking about my shadow. Me and Belinda have both got black cats called Shadow. Mine's a boy though, Shadow, and Belinda's is a girl. Ah, Belinda, I don't have those settings, I don't think. Oh, Belinda, it's not loading. I'm just getting the load button, Belinda.
What are you doing? Why are you yelling at me? What's wrong? Why? Are you annoying me? Me? Really? No. What are you doing? Yelling at me. What's wrong? Why? Are you annoying me? Me? Really? No.
Oh, that's my shadow. Uh, 2 seconds, guys. Yeah, guys, this is my shadow when he's on a bit of a hyper. Isn't he cute? He's a little poser. He absolutely loves posing. Bow tie. I love Minnie's little gold bow tie. Wow. Oh, he is. He's a big softy, Belinda. your shadow would have a field day with my shadow. She'll be telling him what to do. She'd be Miss Sassy Pants. So needs must. Hi, Laurie. Sorry, Kenny. It just made me laugh now when you said that. I can't use a eraser now without laughing, Kenny. Hey. You can tell it's past my bedtime. I'm getting the tired laughters. Midnight giggles. It's just doing electrical razor. Oh, you always get the giggles. No space cakes required. Right, okay, so See you later, Kenny. Thank you very much. Have a good night. I'm going to be finishing up in a second anyway, because we've been on for 2.5 hours, so I'm past my stream time. Just be like in about 5 minutes. Oh, thanks, Kenny. Thanks, Maya. Have a nice time with your hubby. Mine's asleep. He starts his new job tomorrow. With eyes. Okay, ladies. So just do the eyeshadow shower. We'll get the fluffy brush out. This is the what to call them? The Marquier P20 brush, and we're just gonna buff it out. Good night, Belinda. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I was talking to Sammy before, bless her. It is right this time of year. Right, guys, so how we're looking? Well, thanks, guys. Too kind. Right, so I'm trying to rub out these little fingerprints, but then I keep getting more dust on my fingers, more so. Right, guys, I'm just going to put in these eyes, and then we're going to call it good night from there. So just going to put these little details in, and then we'll leave it there for now. But yeah, guys, if you don't have one already, Pentel Touch brush pen, I would recommend because they go over any medium. So if you want to add your lashes in, you know, deepen the iris, well, and it just goes over anything. Fantastic. Well, guys, I think I'm going to leave it at that. So I hope you like that. That's what I got done today using the Extra Soft and the Stabilo Cobathello pastel pencils. Both absolutely beautiful pastels to use. Would highly recommend both. Absolutely brilliant. I enjoy using them. So I'll finish this off and I'll post it on Instagram in the morning. But for me, it's past my bedtime, ladies, because it's what time is it here? I think it's 1:15 in the morning here, so it's very, very late. So it's time for me to hit the hay, ladies. Oh. So yes, thank you very much for everyone joining on the stream. And good night to you all. So good night, ladies. And I'll see you in the next video.